What is going on, guys? Gnomey here for ThisGameNext, and I'm doing a Let's Play for Plague Inc. Evolved. Yeah, I know there's heaps everywhere. Everyone's done a Let's Play or a walkthrough, but you know what? I figured I'd do my own one as well. Throw in my 2 cents. I might bring up some things that you guys haven't realized, or some little facts that you haven't heard from other people, stuff like that, or I reckon I just make good videos. So, and we're going to do a fungus, which is pretty hard to do. I've never done one before. They struggle to travel long distances without special effort, special evolution and stuff like that, and you have to time when they travel as well. So, let's get stuck in and see how we go. And we'll just, yeah, so we've got our genes selected there. Using Darwinist gene, increase the chance of our plague mutating. That'll be a handy one, especially with our fungus, because any help we can get, the more help we can get, the better. And a bonus in arid climates is also definitely good. And normal, no mercy, of course, because it's Gnomey's virus. Alright. So, for those of you who have played, you'll obviously know all the stuff I'm about to say, and you're probably sick of it, but for those of you who haven't played, basically what I'm going to do is just pick a country for my virus to start in, and because I'm Australian, actually no, you know what, I was going to put it in New Zealand, but I've decided I'm going to put it in China, because it's full of people, and it's a good place for a fungus to grow. So let's crack on in China. Our fungus has started to develop. It's infected its first human, which is very important. And basically, what we're going to try and do is kill everyone. The Chinese are pretty pesky though. They're pretty good at developing immunities and using antibiotics and stuff like that. Pesky little bastards. So we're going to start off with some symptoms. And yeah, we're going to start off with some cysts. We're going to make everyone grow some cysts. And let's speed this up. So you guys might have noticed when you played as bacteria, if you've played as bacteria yet, that you can devolve your virus or your plague. Yeah, not your virus, your plague, with disease points as well, and you would have thought as a bacteria, I didn't really need to do that, but the more advanced the pathogen you use, the more chance you're going to have to do that, because something will come up and you're going to have to change how your pathogen works. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're playing as these more advanced sort of, this isn't even advanced, this is just fungus. I mean, I'm just not that good. So we're going to get a couple of... Let's just focus on building up our fungus first and get it cracking along. Make it a bit. And we're going to change how it spreads. So water supply is pretty good in human environments and ship transmission. Birds, good land transmission and mutation. But we're going to go with water supply for now. And we're going to start spreading our virus that way. Let's see how that goes. So you can see it's taken a while for our fungus, I've got to stop saying virus, our fungus to start to spread to people, but it needs to be strong enough to do some damage before we start spreading it. Otherwise we're just going to end up with all these people who have got it who just start to take antibiotics and then we lose. So that's nausea. Let's make everyone insomniacs. That should help a bit. And we'll also make them hypersensitive. Alright, so we've got some good little basis for our fungus there. Which is cool. Obviously I've sped this up a bit. You guys can of course play with it just on play. Take your time, which is what I did in a few of the other ones, and just enjoy it. Alright, so I'll just go through what everything does for those of you who haven't played before. This is obviously where we can see our pathogen, how it works, our evolution history on the right there, the trending of the infectivity, the severity and the lethality. All 3 different things affect your pathogen differently. Transmission is obviously how a pathogen spreads from place to place depending on different ways we can do it. We can do a bit of foot and mouth in rural areas, try to work it that way, or we can focus on some mosquitoes and insects in hot climates and stuff like that. It's up to you, which is really cool. You can tailor your pathogen for how you want to play the game. And then obviously our symptoms, we're trying to get the most lethality we can out of our pathogen, so that the amount of people it infects, its infectivity, is also the amount of people it's going to kill. Otherwise, everyone's going to get infected and then they're all just going to take antibiotics. So this is where we give our pathogen abilities in the abilities tab, and basically what we're going to do in here is we're going to strengthen our pathogen so that it can fight back. Sort of like the opposite of what we do in real life. We want the pathogens to die, but this time we want our pathogen to survive. So we're going to give our pathogen some drug resistance, and that's going to help increase its effectiveness in wealthy countries like China. So let's crack on with that and see what people do. Oh, and now you can see, because I've done that, infected people is soaring, which is good to see. But we need to start spreading it a bit. So let's just do that. And let's spread No Mercy to a few other places. We need to get it across borders, basically. There we go. Alright. That worked not bad. We've got a couple of others now. But I want to change how we transmit it again. It's really important with fungus to try and get it going. It's a fine line between getting it to as many places as we can, but also keeping it as strong as we can in order to kill people. Like, at the moment my lethality is at 0, which sucks the balls. But we really need to spread it. How are we going to transmit it? Birds. Actually, let's get a bit of lethality. We need some lethality going here. It's pretty important. Alright. Alright, so China's getting infected, which is good, but I'm sort of hoping for... Oh, we've developed the paranoia symptom. That's good. That'll work in well with our insomnia. No Mercy's becoming scary, I would hope so. But we really need to infect more people, which is sort of which we're struggling with at the moment. We've infected more people in the world than tuberculosis, but it's still not enough. So now China's cracking on pretty well, and we've got a couple of other countries infected as well, which is good. We've infected more people in HIV, that's good, but it's all still localized in China. Let's just focus on a bit more transmission first. By air. Alright, China's really struggling now, which is good to see. First death, that's good to see. Lots of dead people in China now, but we need to spread this pretty quickly. So let's crack on with that. Let's also give our fungus a bit more of ability to kill people. Alright, let's see how that goes. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. And we just got it to Australia via plane as well. Good. Now the world is infected. Let's go check it out down the bottom. Not doing too bad. We've got a few countries infected, but lots more that aren't. And we're going to need to get on that if we're going to kill some people. All the airports are still open, so let's get going with that, and let's also get some coughing going as well. China instructs people to look for a cure. We're still very localized, which is pissing me off. We need to develop a bit more of a... cold resistance. Should help. Alright. Let's start transmitting this a bit more. There we go. Kazakhstan, they're struggling. They don't have antibiotics. They're struggling. Good. Oh, Iran, they're struggling. So the Middle East is struggling, which is good. The virus is working well in the Middle East. It's a good start, but we need to get it going a bit more. So let's just do that. There we go, there we go. Alright. So now let's increase our transmission. We're going to use some birds. Oh yes, pulmonary fibrosis, that's a good one. Alright. Pop, 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 pop. We've infected more people than the common cold, that's good. And we're killing them as well. Russia is starting to struggle. We just need more resistance to antibiotics though. So we're going to save up for this, I reckon. So we'll just make it a bit more lethal. Good, we're on a watch list. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. Russia. I guess that money from Sochi won't save you. And let's develop a bit more of a resistance to antifungals. See if that'll help us crack on in Western countries. Italy sent out a research team. Pop. Pop. A research team. So you can see America, the USA, has started to struggle now that we've got a resistance to antifungals. And we're getting to be more lethal, which is good. So the world is only at 7% of a cure, which is good news for us because at the moment we've got a lot of infected countries, lots more than aren't infected. So you can see there's a cold climate up there in Greenland that isn't infected, some warmer climates in South America. Alright, so let's give our fungus the ability to survive in a warmer climate, and let's spread it a bit more as well. And we're also going to change our transmission for poorer countries in urban regions. See if that can help us get into South America. There we go. And we're doing better in Africa as well. So that worked well. Alright. Now let's try and get to be lethal. We need to be lethal. So let's throw people into a coma. Let's do that. Coma's always good. It slows down how people can research. And if we can kill Italy, then we should be... Oh man, we need to get it to Greenland. Deadliest plague ever, apparently. Yeah, no shit. Pop, 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 pop. I'm popping your research bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, so their research is starting to speed up. We might just want to... do that. Okay, so all I did there was I just chose to make the pathogen harder to analyze in the lab to decrease future research speed, because the research is all still pretty low. If they'd been at like 50% or something like that, or 60, I would have done more research. I would have made the pathogen DNA strands reassemble to make it harder to develop the cure. The scientists have introduced synthetic genes into Gnome Mercy. RMS researchers say that this breakthrough will help cure efforts. Well, not if I can help it. Fuckers. Total organ failure, enjoy that. And I'm gonna spread it a bit more as well. Oh, we need to get into Greenland. We really need to get into Greenland and Iceland as well. We will. Have faith, everybody, have faith. I'm gonna use some birds. And... people infected there, yeah. All those countries are infected. Good. 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 Japan. We'll get you, Japan. We'll get you. You can't hide forever. This is going to be tight, I reckon. Unless we do that. Set them back a bit. Set the world back in their research efforts. No. No. Gnome says no. Oh man, we're going so slowly. Now, this country, Angola. Bloody Angolans. Natural resistances to my fungal infection. I'll give you a chronic fungal infection. And I'm gonna go with... you know what? There's an explosion of plague spores in the air. Yes. Alright, we're looking good except for a few little countries, which is annoying. We're gonna make people... we're gonna give people haemophilia so we can inhibit their immune system, and then that'll help us kill them. We're still just not in those countries yet, which is really pissing me off. We're gonna run out of time. My fungus is gonna die. Genetic complexity, it's complex. Oh man. Really need to get to Greenland and Iceland. Insomnia and anemia are causing people to walk around grey with tiredness. Scientists are less productive. Good. Good, that's what we wanted. But Angola, they're just holding on because they closed their ports. We'll get there. Russia's dead. China's dead. Canada is dead. America's dead. USA. USA! USA! You know I love you, USA. You bring me Game of Thrones. What would I do without you? Read the books? Nah. Bloody Angolans. If you're from Angola and you're watching this, you're a tough motherfucker. I will get this to Greenland. It's my goal, even if I don't win, to get this to Greenland. And also Angola. At least increase the effectiveness in Angola by blood-to-blood contact. Alright, we're doing good except it's the virus. Oh, we're just not getting any disease points. UK's government has collapsed. Well, that's good, but Angola's holding on. Peru? I don't know if that's a glitch or something, but there's no one infected and there's... Peru is fine. Peruvians. Man. Oh, man. We really, really need some disease points here, and it's looking like we're probably going to end up, because of Peru and Angola and Greenland and Iceland, struggling to get it there. Is there any other countries? Japan as well. Fungus. Just need some points. Damn it! We killed all our hosts, but some healthy people survived. Alright, anyway guys, that was Gnomey playing as the Fungus in Plaguing Evolved. I might give it another go later, or when I unlock the next one down, I might give that a go. We'll see how I go. If you guys have any better tips for people on how to play as a Fungus, or anything like that, get involved. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like us, leave us some comments. We're going to bring you more indie games very shortly, but this one's a massively fun game as well. It's obviously only an early access on Steam, but you can still get it now. It's like around $14 or $20 or something like that, and it's really good fun. There'll be more features coming out later on. And yeah, this is Gnomey for ThisGameNext. Peace out.